It wasn't in my plan to set up King's Fine Food. I worked for W.G. White's as their sales director, and W.G. White's were taken over by Ritter. So I thought, God, I don't want to do this. So I thought, okay, my surname is quite strong, Kings. I'll go out on my own. But I did try to buy W.G. White's for £100,000, and it was sold for more. Ritter bought it. So I went out on my own, but I 100% would never have done it had I not really been forced into it. First year was tough financially. We were in a smaller unit around the other side. I remortgaged the house for £175,000, and someone said to me, "You won't pay yourself." And I thought, well, what do you mean? But of course you can't, because you're not earning enough money and you've got staff. And I remember taking Tony King, who was then the catering director of British Airways, racing to Sandown. And I remember thinking, God, I hope he has a sandwich, because if we have a meal, I've got to pay for it, and I don't know how I'm going to do that. So it was tough, yeah, tough initially. And also tough because we then dealt with George Brooke and the caviar companies we wanted to deal with. I naively had assumed I'd get credit. So I thought they'll give me credit, it'll be fine, you know, I'll have 30 days to pay. And none of them did initially. Big problem when you start a business, you've got no track record. So your only track record can be you. I was really lucky. The company I worked for, W.G. White's, Bob Campbell had a caviar business called Campbell's, and he was selling it. In a way, it was a ridiculous story because it cost me then about $15,000 in legal fees. We could have done it on the back of a fag packet, quite frankly. But he did have beluga. So when I went to see Fortnum's the day after leaving W.G. White's, Fortnum said, "Laura, we can't get any beluga." I said, "I can get it." So we started straight away.